Hello, everyone, and welcome to the premiere of Isekai University, our Dungeons and Dragons 5e anime as hell actual play. This is our first time here, delayed after a week, but we're here, we're queer, we're ready to play some D&D. And without further ado, we're just gonna have everyone go around the overlay and introduce themselves, their characters, starting with our storyteller and dungeon master Ollie. And Ollie, if you have an icebreaker question to ask us as we go around, please feel free to embarrass us.
Of course. So, my name is Alejandro Gonzalez Rodriguez, but everybody calls me Ollie. And if you're on the internet and want to be a real big nerd, you can call me Lycus. Uh, and in terms of icebreaker questions, since we're pretending to be in college, I felt like I just pulled up a list of all the college icebreaker questions, and I picked the first one. So simple. Uh, what's a fun fact about you and or your character? Mine, fun fact, just because I'll include myself, when I was in high school, I created a religion. It's defunct, but very easy to do. It's called hooliganism. It's dead.
Checks out.
Yeah, that seems normal.
Yeah, that seems normal and good.
Crimson, you're up next.
All right, cool. Hey, everybody, I'm Crimson Galaxy. That's Krimsin, because I'm not me without a little bit of sin. My pronouns are they, them, she, her, and they, them, depending on what I'm feeling at any particular moment. And, yeah, a fun fact about my character. Let's say they are a famous actress who happens to be a lot like Elliot Page.
Who is your character, by the way?
Their name is Elspeth Cytops.
Mm-hmm.
They are a Scourge Asimar sorcerer.
Cool.
That makes it down to me. I'm Omega. I'm around here occasionally, probably nowhere else. I'll be playing a Blade Singer Wizard by the name of Ezra, has a last name, does not particularly matter. Fun fact about the character, I had lots of answers to this a hot second ago. You know?
Just use one of them.
Yeah. So fun fact about the character is... So the character is very much based on my brother and is very neurodivergent. So that's sort of inspiration for the character.
Excellent.
Cool.
I'll send it to the next person.
And wait. Who is the character?
Yeah.
Ezra. Dwyer.
Yeah.
Right.
Ezra. He's a Warforged. I forgot to mention that. Did mention class.
Awesome.
I'm John the Joker. You can usually find me on Twitch. It's spelled the way it is on the screen there. You can find me on Twitch Heroes on Mondays and Fridays when I'm not on this channel. I also am helping Count Jacula, who's another streamer, develop a RPG from scratch. I guess that could kind of be my fun fact. I'm not sure. We'll go with that. Today I'll be playing Derek Plainview, a Circle of the Shepherd druid. And Kat.
Well, I don't know what fun fact is about your druid. You need to. Tell
Okay,
us
do you want one for my character? Well, okay, I'll give you one about him.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact about my character: he is deeply afraid of a farm animal. He's not gonna tell which one, but he's deeply afraid of one farm animal.
I'm making notes.
What? Did you mention your race?
Oh, Furbolg. Sorry, I thought I did. But yes, Furbolg Druid.
And hi, my name is Kat. I'm very pleased to be here. I'm usually on Twitter mostly. I'm new to Twitch. I'm going to be playing Sam Collins, your resident variant human, Circle of the Stars Druid. Very excited. Fun fact about Kat in college. I was sued by the record industry. So now you've met someone who was actually sued by the record industry. Fun fact about Sam, her favorite meal of the day is breakfast.
The objectively correct choice.
Of course.
Very true.
How did you get sued by the record industry?
Very easily, in fact, it turns out. They can just do it. They have a lot of money.
Usually Napster. So
Yeah.
I'm old. It was LimeWire.
oh, oof. Okay. Hey,
Everyone, a lot of
everyone. I'm
computers with
Val.
LimeWire.
I'm Val, a rosary on the internet. This is my channel. My internet connection is also apparently a little splotchy this afternoon. Today I bring to you my new character. Her name is Ashlyn Morse. She is a centaur, Echo-Knight fighter / celestial warlock. We'll see if we'll meet her patron. A fun fact about her is that her favorite band is Fleetwood Mac. So that is her fact. And a fun fact about me, I'm trying to think, we'll just go with the theme of college. I failed Louisiana history because instead of going to class, I had to beat Kingdom Hearts 2 when it first came out.
Yeah.
Big mood.
From Louisiana.
Priorities.
That checks out.
Yeah. I had already given up on school at that point. It was my first stint at college, not film school. It was just real university that wasn't real university. It was a community college that had just got its LSU license. Now officially a part of LSU, and I was I wanted to go to film school and there was no film school, so I am why am I here? I could be making money and going to anime conventions, and I decided to do that instead until I was thus 25 and went to film school, and now I'm $100,000 in debt. So, hi everyone. I would like to remind you that this is a viewer-affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies that you give to the channel can give a reroll to anyone that you see here on the screen. So a lucky point, essentially. That includes the DM. If you subscribe to the channel, you can give nat 20s to anyone that you see here on the screen as well. I saw Emma had 6 total, so I just went ahead and gave it to everyone, knowing Emma. That being said, I saw that silly Millie Thale. Also, you subscribed, and thank you so much. So if you just want to let me know where that nat 20 goes on here, I'll put it up. The DM was just pointing to itself. We do not do nat 1s here. And if you want to donate money through Streamlabs or Coffee, $10, you can give an idea to the GM. It's just best to kind of DM me that idea so that I can give it to him directly. That being said, none of the ideas that you can give us, they're all at the GM's discretion. We do not cross our lines and veils that are here on the channel. And if it's something that can't happen, I will let you know and we will work out something. It could be anything as I don't know, a penis shield that moans whenever you hit it. That's happened before. A soap factory to fight in. Omega shaking his head because he's the one who had to fight in the soap factory.
I was the only one fighting in the soap factory.
So, you can make a magical velociraptor appear kind of thing. And it's also a sliding scale. So if you start at $10, it's less ridiculous. If you give us more money, it could be a little bit more ridiculous. For example, if you gave us $10,000 to stop streaming, we will do that. So, kind of thing. We will pay everyone here, and then we will just leave and have our Wednesdays free.
You can buy our silence, is what she said.
You can buy our silence. You can be I do not want you to appear on Wednesday nights because you're taking away from my revenue. You can but it's worth $10,000 to buy our silence, American. So, and I think with that, I am done with all of the announcements. So, Ollie, if you want to take us away to Isekai University, let's fucking go!
All right. So, the camera starts off in a dark expanse, littered with little orbs of light. These little sparkling marbles. And as the camera pans through, you see 2 figures, one cloaked from head to toe. The other man-ish in shape, 9 tails, and a face that's a cross between a lion and an ape of some sort. And this little lion ape, he's prancing around, speaking to his cloaked friend. Come on, we haven't played together in so long. Do I need to remind you the last time we played together was catastrophic? Now, please, leave and let me tend to my garden. As he tips his little water pail and waters his little orbs, the camera pans in on one of these orbs that's being showered, and as it zooms in and in and in, we see the orb expand and expand as we fly into the earth itself. And right into the middle of, I would say, central Michigan area. And it's a nice fall morning, light rain, roughly 5 o'clock, whatever is just before the dawn. So now I have a question for my players. Who do you think is the first to get up?
Not Sam.
It would probably be me as the country boy.
You are a farm lad.
Right.
All right. Well, it is just before dawn, and it is time for you to get up. What are you doing on this morning as you prepare yourself to go to your study group as you guys are preparing for your first midterm exam?
Well, Derek is probably packing up what he would consider to be like study snacks and whatnot, like beef jerky, chips, salt pretzels, vegan pretzels, and basically everything that would be necessary for a long study session. He walks out the door, walks back in, grabs the textbook for the class that they're studying in because he almost forgot that, then walks out the door and starts to walk from his on-campus apartment past the ag building where there's a horse in the stable. Like I would walk by the ag building where they maybe stable some horses and whatnot.
As you're walking, you encounter a string of texts from your grandma. They start to ding on your phone, just one after the other. Good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're ready for the big day. Blah, 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 grandma things. At one point, she just sends you a voice text, and she's not talking to you. It seems as though she activated voice to voice text message as she's talking to your mother about how proud she is of you.
Hey, Grandma, I love you. It's incredibly early in the morning. I'll text you when I'm done with the school day. A kissy face heart.
she messages you back instantaneously with multiple messages. Again, none of this is in one text. She says, ha ha ha. Next text. Early, it's already halfway through the day. And you proceed to walk as you get just a slew of text. At this point, your phone is on mute.
Yeah, I'm like not even vibrate, just off. And put it in my pocket. Like as I'm walking past the ag building, I go to one of the stabled horses that I've kind of developed a friendship with. Make sure they're doing okay. Maybe feed them like a little sugar cube or something like that. And then I realize I'm late and I run to my study group.
All right. There is one last encounter that you experience before you get to your study group. Okay. As you're running through campus, you encounter, his name you never remember. It was like Randall or something, but he's one of the dean's yes men. He goes around and makes sure that all the students are doing what they're supposed to, and specifically goes after and talks with students who are getting special financial aid to make sure that you are accepting the proper legal, mumbo jumbo, making sure that you know that you're in debt for the rest of your life, essentially. The usual stuff.
Right. I guess we'll bump into each other. Oh, hey, Randall.
My name is Richard. God.
Richard, that's right. Fancy seeing you here.
Is it? I kind of figured you'd be here. I believe this is on your schedule. Listen, I know that, it's your first time. Everyone's first time in college is difficult, but we really need you to make sure you accept the terms and agreement before the first exam, as you're renewing your mid semester loans for all of your whatever. Okay, this is really important. I can't stress this enough.
I'll be real honest with you, man. I thought this conversation was going in a different way.
Listen, the school has started getting new programs allowing for faster appreciation of loans so that students can take on whatever classes they need. It's for your benefit, and it's difficult for us to maintain this if you don't follow the program, okay?
You said a lot of things there in a row that I'm just going to go study. I'll send me an email. I'll check it eventually.
Fine.
Okay, you have a good rest of the day, Randall.
Randall storms off. You are no longer impeded on your way to your study class, study group. All right. Who's next on the chopping block? All right. So, where does Elspeth live?
Elspeth, yeah, lives off campus, basically like in a decently nice place, but not extravagant. Probably alone, just like, has a nice place, but isn't like extravagant or anything. And about a mile away from the school, probably.
Gotcha. Well, as you're getting ready for your day, you notice that you have, you're a bit of a professional. So you have 3 phones, one for social media, one for your fake social media, and one for contacting people. And of course.
Yeah.
And your social media accounts, they're going crazy. People are asking where you've been, where you're going. People are essentially harassing, your family and friends, like, where are they? What are they doing next? The usual stuff.
All right, that looks about right. I'll go ahead and put that one away.
But with that being said, what does your morning routine look like?
I think first off, making a nice light breakfast, then showering and putting on makeup and, making myself look really presentable. And then putting on a hood and sunglasses so no one will recognize me. And then getting a car to get to the school.
All right. So, as you're making your way through the campus, do you have a favorite teacher?
I believe that the favorite teacher was the acting teacher. Hold on, let me consult my notes. Because I did write down a name that I gave you.
Yes.
Miss Talent.
Miss Talent?
Of course. So, you see Miss Talent walking around campus. She's carrying what seems to be 3 briefcases, 2 backpacks, and a stack of papers. And this woman is balancing the world.
Well, I would immediately like to go up and offer to help. Hey, can I take some of that for you?
Of course, dearie. Thank you so much. Oh.
Yeah, let me just grab like 2 of these and 1 of these, and yeah, all right.
Well, thank you. Oh my gosh, I could not have made it all the way to campus. Ooh, I don't know why they moved my office so far away. My old bones, they can't handle this.
I'm really sorry to hear that. That's we should file a complaint.
Sure. I don't think the dean is paying attention to little complaints about my office, but I appreciate.
If it has to do with your health, I think it's really important.
They look you in the face, just real plain, and it keeps walking.
All right.
That is what you encounter on your start of the day. Who do you think is next?
I'll go next.
Oh, right. So tell me about Sam's morning.
Well, Sam lives in the dorms, I think. So it's did luck out to get one of the rare singles. So only person in her room. And I think has probably slept through an alarm, maybe twice, having hit the snooze, and is finally staggering out of bed. And I think in the full, still wearing pajama pants, pulls a hoodie on that seems mostly clean. It wasn't on the floor, so that must mean it's clean. Pulls it on and staggers her way downstairs to the nearest dining hall is where she's heading first.
Cool. As you're making your way down the stairs and around the corridors, through doorways, half asleep, your eyes barely open, you bump into someone quite literally.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Yeah.
As you bump into this person, you look up at their 6'4" physique, and you realize it's Anastasia. She's this college's golden girl. She has 3 actual gold Olympian medals and is going for as many more as she can. And she looks down on you and doesn't even respond. She just continues to walk. That's it for that.
Okay. Well, that's good for her, I guess.
What does she have gold medals in?
She has she has a gold medal in wrestling. She has a gold medal in what?
I just didn't expect that one. Okay.
I mean, there's a reason I don't talk
dig it.
shit to her face. Break me in half.
No one does.
Yeah.
Gold medal in wrestling, marathon running, and luge. Weirdly enough.
What?
So
What's
many-
luge?
Well-rounded athlete right there.
Tell me, what did you say this beautiful person's name was again?
Anastasia.
Question:
Oh.
What is luge?
Oh,
It's bobsled. That's another.
But
So
it's like
she's-
2
so she-
people.
Okay, so time out. She is a summer and a winter Olympian, is what you're saying.
Yes, she was considering another summer sport, but
Wow.
decided, she wanted to diversify.
Okay. Well, I'm not impressed anymore because the only winter sport that matters is curling. So-
All
Is
right.
that the one with the broom?
It
Yeah.
sure is.
Okay.
All right. Enough about weirdly enough the most exciting winter sport. Back to
So exciting.
Is there anything else that you try to specifically do before you go to your
I think first goal is get either hit one of the cafes on campus or the dining hall specifically to get a coffee to go. I want to make sure I get a coffee before I head for the study group. I have really just my phone with me. I'm not carrying a bag or a backpack or anything like that.
Gotcha. Yeah. So as you're making your way through the nearest cafeteria space, this facility is actually very fancy. Every dorm has its own like almost Starbucks-esque start your day here sort of stop.
Nice.
And the lady there, she's this older lady. You've gone to her every single morning. I don't know if you know her name or if you've ever even looked her in the eye, but she has your drink ready. She knows what you're gonna get. And before you even notice, she's like, "Here you go, honey. Have a good day."
Oh, thanks, ma'am.
Cheers. As she starts preparing a drink for the next person, still in line. All right. You have no more impediments on your route home to a study group, sorry.
I'm a little smitten.
Good. All right. So, who wants to go next?
I will.
All right.
I don't. So Ezra's going to wake up. He's in the dorms as well. he has a roommate who is vacated significantly earlier. And Ezra wakes up on his textbook, having missed approximately every single alarm it is possible to miss, at approximately 11:30, 2 or 3 minutes before his first class begins. And in a moment, he stands up, looks around, grabs the textbook, starts to walk out the door, and then realizes he's only wearing a shirt.
Perfect.
Shrugs for a hot sec, and then
Oh,
goes
Pooh Bear.
and puts on some pants, and makes their way out at least 20 minutes late.
So, as you're making your way out in a bit of a frenzy, you run into an individual named Gavin. He's with his small daughter named Gail. You know these two because they're a member of your study group. And Gavin stops you. Hey,
Hi.
you look ready to go.
Sure. I need to get going.
Yeah, to study group. It's Wednesday.
Is that what day it is? Good to know.
It's
Ezra.
Wednesday, my dudes. I'm sorry.
What's going on in my head too?
I know. Oh my god, I couldn't help myself.
The class I'm assuming you're running to is on Thursdays. We're in the same one. You're missing study group right now.
That sounds like it's the thing. Why don't we walk there together?
His daughter Gail laughs at you and under her breath says, Daddy, he's a dummy. It's under her breath, but it's very
Fucking children.
Ezra's going to make literally no reaction. Like, just does not react in any way.
all right. Yeah, as you're on your way to study group, Evan talks to you a little bit, mentions, yeah, I'm glad I ran into you. Otherwise, you might have missed the study group altogether. I mean, we're both a little late. This one always takes so much time, and her sitter decided not to give me any messages. And as he's, twirling his daughter up into the air and throwing her up, and she's catching it herself on the way down. She's like 7. Like, this is safe enough. She's having a good time.
Children are like that.
Yeah, I just just wasn't expected to be a dad. Oh no, but
Indeed. That is indeed how I hear parenting works. Good luck with that.
Thanks. Ever since her mama left, we don't have to worry about it. And he just skips along with his daughter as they play jumpy jump, but there's no squares, nothing. She just wanted to play, so he's playing along. All right.
This guy's got a lot of pain going on behind his eyes.
I want to know his story.
Yeah.
You just gotta ask. But no, that's all the impediments you find on your way to study group. Ashley,
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
what does your day start off looking like?
I have a question. Are we already isekai'd or are we not?
Nope, this is regular university. You're
This
a regular.
is regular university.
Regular boring ass university.
Yeah, Ashlyn also is a dorm kid. She as soon as she wakes up, she puts a toque on her head just to cover up her short hair. She gets dressed in leggings and a giant hoodie. And puts on big, thick, round glasses, and it's just like, yep. She does not need to stop for coffee because she sets the timer on her coffee pot that's just already in her room, so she's just has the exact amount made for her bright pink Yeti, and just gets it, pours it in, gets cream out of her mini fridge, puts it in, 3 lumps of brown sugar, closes it, adjusts her glasses, gets all of her books, and just like kind of makes herself as small as possible, and as like just looks out and just leaves.
Well, despite your best efforts to leave with as little trace as possible, you hear a familiar voice call out to you. It is, from what I understand, your benefactor. They're the person who sort of guided you towards certain scholarships and supported you along that path. I'm not sure if you decided on a name for him, but if you didn't, I have one.
What's his name?
His name, as far as I went, is Lance Roderick.
Lance Roderick, I'm here for it.
All right, cool.
That is such, knowing what he is, that is perfect. Okay. Like, as he calls, I'll just sort of, like, turn around again, just, like, adjust. Oh, hi, sir. How are you?
Oh, it's another great day. I hear you're heading off to study group, preparing for that big exam.
Who told you that?
Well, the teacher, of course. I keep an eye on all of the students that I think are going to be great. I've seen what you can do, and I think you're going to go places.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is just a general requirement. You know, I am a figure drawing, a fine arts major. I'll just yeah. Thank you. Thanks. I have, and she just puts her giant Sony headphones over her thing, and it's like, I'll just I gotta go. Bye. Like, she's just beat red because this man is so handsome.
As you're, trying to squirt your way away, he leans in because he's, I don't know, roughly 5'11", like just under that 6.
Yeah.
And he leans down to your 5 foot, you said, I think?
Yeah, I'm exactly 5 feet tall. Yeah, exactly like me in real life.
And he hands you his card. I'm sure you already have it, but he's like, in case you need anything, don't hesitate to text me anytime. I'm here to make sure you succeed.
Of course, sir. Thank you.
And heal students.
Yeah, of
All
course.
Right.
Yeah, that's how we met. At the clinic when I got into that when I had that situation. So
yes.
Thanks. I have to go. Thank you.
Good luck out there. He scurries away to do whatever the hell.
I'm studying inside, but okay. She just quickly leaves. Just like she's sweating. He's just so beautiful. She doesn't understand why.
It's like Superstar. She's like,
yeah. Think God, what's that guy's name?
Can he just
plays
look like
in
Alexander Skarsgård? Like, can it just?
If that's what you want,
yes.
This is your soul. I will give it to you.
Thank you.
That's what I want as well.
All right. So you are unimpeded on your way to the study group, and once you get together, everyone's there. Ezra and I already forgot his name. I wrote it down years ago. Thank you, Gavin. They're the last ones to make their way in, and you get down to studying, and within minutes, Gavin gets a message and he has to step out, and his daughter is left with you as she just runs around like a drunk vagrant child, and does what children do, messes up everything, tries to grab all your phones, the usual stuff.
You cannot touch this. It's not yours.
She tries to lick it.
Oh God.
I
He's
will
like a petri dish.
There's just this is first of all, there's a pandemic. Don't lick bones. Like, and I'm just like, I really. Okay, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Excuse me, Gail, that doesn't belong to you. And if you keep touching things that don't belong to you, a giant dragon will come out of the sky and eat you. Okay, so can you not do that?
Wait, we
She's
have
right,
giant dragons? What?
Shut
Where's the giant?
fuck up.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Big dragon. It's huge.
So I'm really sorry. It's not your fault. I just hate children.
That's pretty understandable.
Yeah, Shug, you just can't take things that don't belong to you. Because if you do, even if the dragon doesn't come, we're just gonna kick you and your daddy out of this group because this is not how this works. You're disruptive. My mom would have whooped me if I did this, and I look at like.
She looks up to you and. So she looks up to you and says, "But nothing belongs to me. I'm 7."
Yeah, so don't touch anything don't touch anything. That's the point.
She starts to look real bad.
All right.
Real unwanted.
You know what? I tell you, Kayla, I tell you what. Come here. And Sam starts sort of takes her by the hand and wanders around like the area of I presume the study group is in like a library space or something, if it can be.
Yes.
Like wanders around to find a weird smattering of like extra printer paper and highlighters or something to be like, why don't we just draw for a little bit until your dad gets back?
Time the fuck out. Are we just the cast of Community? Just like...
I mean, that was the hope.
I reach into my backpack for like some fruit snacks, and then like I just put it where she was sitting for when she gets back.
Wonderful. So as you guys are dealing with this horrible encounter, this dangerous final boss, Gavin comes back and he's just like, I'm so sorry, guys. Look, you guys can have my notes. I have to go deal with some stuff. Ever since Gabrielle died, I've been dealing with lawyers and I don't know what's going on. But here are my notes from the last couple classes. Just let me know if anything comes up, let me know. I can try to help through text. All right. Gail.
I was gonna say before he leaves, I'm gonna like try to gauge like I'm trying to do an insight check, but I'm trying to gauge like whether or not like this has like if he's like it's uber stressed and just needs like to like I'm trying to gauge like if this is just normal or if he's like more stressed out, you know.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Love to do the same thing.
Do it. Roll me some insights.
11.
Okay.
Hold on. Looking at my sheet, that's +7 to that. So dirty 20.
Ooh. All right. With an 11, Derek, you do notice that he's more stressed than usual. You don't really understand 100% what's going on. You guys have been with Gavin for the majority of the semester already. These were study groups given to you, assigned to you by people who were like, hey, your grades, because of the students that you are, need to be good. Here's a study group, work together, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So you guys have known him for a bit. He's told you a bit about who he is. And you know that he's been having some issues, but you're not sure really what's going on. You just know he's not feeling good. You, on the other hand, Elle, with your fantastic insight. I just called you Elle because I, again, forgot how to pronounce.
That's perfectly fine. I actually was going to say y'all can call me Elle.
Cool. So Elle realizes she, unlike Derek is a beautiful, sweet boy, but boy, there is little going on in between the ears. It's just all in the heart.
These eyes have no thoughts behind them.
You recall conversations with Derek in which you realize that over the past few months, he's been dealing with a custody issue. Gail is not his daughter. It's Gabrielle's daughter. And ever since she died, he's been her father. But legally, her grandparents want her, but her mom explicitly wanted her not to be involved with them. And it's been a difficult time, and the lawyers have been not super welcoming to a college dad who has no money or resources.
All right. Well, in that case, is it safe to say that I have a decent amount of money?
You have a number of money that you're not sure about, but you know it's a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. I would. Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, sure. All right, Gail, pack up your stuff. We'll be out in a second.
I'll help her out. Don't worry.
Thanks.
All right. Come on, Gail.
And once we're outside, I'm going to be like, hey, I kind of pieced together what's going on. And I just am really sorry that this is happening. And I want to give you the number of my lawyer, as well as paying for all of the legal aspects of this, because like I know this was really important to your wife, and I want this to happen for you.
I thank you. I don't know if I can accept this, but I'll
Hey, we all need help sometimes, and it's perfectly okay to accept help when you need it. Please do not feel guilty or obligated to do anything. This is just me helping where I can.
The DM appears to have disconnected.
You broke him.
You broke him.
Hell.
Right up, just broke the DM.
I broke the DM.
Mhm.
Look
You
at
were
him.
too kind. Too
He
much
doesn't know what
kindness.
He doesn't know
Can
what
we
to do.
pick that
There
up?
he
Oh, I wanted to
is.
screen
There
cap that
they
frame.
are.
It was a
What
perfect
an
frame.
unfortunate ending. So you said something nice, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I just basically said that like it's okay to accept help when you need it, and this doesn't put me beyond my means by any sense. So I am happy to do it because it is well within my means.
All right. Not gonna cry. Gail's not gonna see me cry. Not today.
Here's the number. I want to write it down and immediately hand it over, and then immediately, as soon as
Cool.
this conversation's over, I'm texting my lawyer and letting them know what's going on. And yeah.
Perfect. All right. So you're in the middle of that. I would like all of you to make a perception roll.
Let's see here.
I
That's
have good numbers.
It's a big 11 for Sam.
10.
All right.
I need more coffee is what I need.
13.
Okay.
Perception. We're on 15 with a -1. That is impressive.
-1 to perception.
Yes, I have a -1 to perception.
Beautiful. And for L?
Actually, that's going to be very low. That is only a 7.
All right, you're in your phone. You're like, all right, this shit's got to go through now.
Just like, yeah.
Meanwhile, the rest of you are currently all in the student center. It is at the center of the campus, and it is this giant glass and metal building. It is meant to look as fancy as possible. The center column of this building is basically just cafeteria that is sent up to the 6th floor. Each floor has a section that's a library and a section that's study rooms. Like, it is meant for your comfort and your studying, but it's also luxurious. You're in a study room that's a glass wall to the outside where you see the forest that they planted for everyone. And luckily, because of the giant glass windows, your horrible are enough to see this. You all notice, and actually,
Real quick, Ollie, you need to jump back into Google because you disconnected from that.
oh shoot, let me do that right now.
Thank you. Perfect.
All right. So Gail is actually the first to notice, and she goes up to the window and points up to the sky and says, who are that? And as you guys look over, you see sort of like a projector in the sky itself, two figures, one with a monkey lion face and one with a hooded figure that you can't see beyond the darkness of its hood. And you see as this monkey lion faced person gets a mischievous grin and boop, pushes the hooded figure down. And as that hooded figure falls, the sky shatters and starts to fall.
Well, that's unusual.
Within seconds, the shards of the sky start to rip apart, and it just falls down as light as the mass question mark of this creature falls to the center of your campus and explodes with a beaming white light. You see Gavin with the second that he has just wrap himself around his daughter, and seconds later, you're swallowed by white. Now you're in absolute darkness. There's nothing around you. You can't even really see yourself. But then you start to come into being. And light starts to appear at the distances as it starts to rush towards you. And as seconds, minutes, hours, days, years pass, you realize that your body starts to untangle in the most morbid magical girl transformation ever to exist. Your skin becomes ribbons, your muscles, they untangle and separate, and you are a just layered structure of what is a human. And in front of you is a person, seemingly familiar.
I have
and
a
as
question.
they hit me.
Does that include me?
Yes, it does include you.
Okay.
But everyone sees a person in front of them. Some of you see someone fantastical, weird, and strange. Sam, you see just another iteration of a wonderful woman that you're familiar with. Elle, you see sort of, they look like you, except they look as if you were born as just a regular person. You weren't meant to be this star. But as they come closer, they, for all of you, swirl and become a part of you. But you, Elle, you see a part of you, a part of this body you have, escape as a little light. And moments later, you guys start to manifest into the world that you will now know as home. And congratulations, you're in a new world. Ezra, you look at your body and you realize that it is metal. You are confused, you're taller, you have a backpack, and you realize that on your waist there's multiple heads.
This is very unusual.
Elle, you realize you're honestly, for the most part, kind of similar. You seem to have gotten a glow to your eye and almost an actual aura. Derek, you have become a beautiful green monstrosity.
This is like that time I ate mushrooms. I feel very weird. I start looking around if anyone's near me.
The first person you see is Sam, who looks incredibly normal.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sam,
Derek.
your hair is purple.
Oh, good. That stayed. I worked hard on that. I'm glad that stayed. You're green? Do you feel okay?
Do I feel okay?
You
Besides
feel
being like a new thing.
You feel not just okay, you feel more. you feel more than you ever have been. Not specifically good, but you just feel so much more powerful.
My fingers are doing like the tingly things, like when you sleep on them a little too much.
Oh,
As you're playing with your fingers, trying to reacclimate to your new body, one of your arms for a moment becomes a bear claw and switches back as you shake it.
holy shit! Did you do that on purpose?
No, that was completely on accident. I have no clue what happened there. I'm gonna like druid craft like a flower coming out of my hand.
All right.
Did you do that on purpose?
This is weird. This is really
All of
weird.
a sudden, Elle is looking at Derek, and he just hears in his brain, "Whoa, that's weird."
Oh, all right. Now it really is like that time I did mushrooms. Oh God, I need to sit down. I need to see what my face looks like. This is really
almost certain this isn't mushrooms. Okay, almost certain.
Oh my God, you're like an apple II came to life. I go to like the nearest brook and try to like look at my face.
Yeah. You're still in this building. As you
okay, never mind then. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. You realize you're not sure where you are actually. You're in the building, but you realize that it is like this weird fusion of future tech and noir gothic bullshit. It is extravagant in an unnecessary way. And before you were on the 5th floor of a 6th floor building. You are now on the 135th floor of a building you don't know how tall it is. Like you're down at the road. But you can see yourself in the reflection of the window.
Oh my God. There's nobody else that's had a bigger transformation than me right now. Now look
with that being
look at Ashlyn.
Can I just describe what goes on when everyone just turns to see what this small little art kid has now become?
Yes.
So Ashlyn had gone to her knees and had like covered herself, but as she like stands up in her new quadrupedal 6, she's an insect or something, you see a different being as a luscious wave of strawberry blonde hair flings over her shoulders as she stands up as a centaur pony, essentially, her horse fur just matching a slightly darker shade of her natural hair and tail mane, which conveniently covers her ample bosom because she's naked. Just like her clothes have like torn her in the shreds as she like stands up and just like, oh goodness, what's going on?
That's a very good question.
Oh my goodness, there is a robot standing here.
Yeah, apparently.
And now in Aisline's head, whoa, that's cool as fuck.
Thank you, darling. I think that like
What?
I feel so strong. What?
Who are you
What?
talking?
Did you hear my brain thought?
Well, did you not talk to me? It was in your voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I don't know if okay, what's going on?
Yeah, Elle, you're always glowing. You're literally glowing.
I'm green.
Sam,
Right?
nothing's happened to you.
I
No.
know.
No. Her hair's purple. That's what's different.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure her hair was purple already.
It's the same
Was it?
purple, Derek.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel really bad about not noticing that now.
Were you colorblind before, and are you not anymore?
No, I just have a really hard time paying attention to things.
Oh, okay.
So with that, you guys actually start to hear some crying as you look down and see a little goblin girl. No Gavin in sight, but you see what clearly is Gale in this little cute little goblin body, and she's crying for her dad. I need everyone to make a wisdom I need everyone to make a
Wisdom.
Yeah,
Wisdom save or check?
save.
Save.
no.
Okay.
I have proficiency in that.
Cool.
So that was a natural 20 for 28.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I got a 10.
18.
I got a 12. That's slightly better.
I got a
dirty 20.
10. I got a 10. Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
got an 18.
So,
I got a dirty 20.
ooh, right. So only 2 got less than 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
You 2 are bombarded with visions of lifetime that have never happened.
Oh,
You see
goodness.
brief moments of
Sorry.
elation and horror. It's okay. It's just great. You see brief moments of elation and horror as what seems like another life flashes before you, but you can't grasp any of those memories. Meanwhile, who got over a 20?
28.
All right. And who, Sam, you got a 20? Exactly?
Yeah. I got exactly 20.
All right. Do you want to know about this world that you're in right now or a different world? One that seemed more magical than your regular world, but not this one.
I would like to know about this one.
Okay. So as you're seeing Gale cry, you're remembering that as long as you know, you've lived in this university village for the last few years, maybe, and you've known Gale for a while. She is sort of an orphan who's run around for a long time looking for her father, and everyone kind of just accepts that she does this and tries to help her, but her father, no one's ever seen him. He's never been around. But you know, she's everyone's family when you live in the village. Meanwhile, the other 2, you guys both got over 20, right?
Yeah, I got 28. I think I'm the only one that got over 20.
I actually got 18.
Oh, right. In that case, I get to pick. What memory do you get? All right. You remember a different life for a moment in which you lived with fairies and you, surrounded by this beautiful magic, were incredibly boring. You were a tailor because it was one of the few skills you had, dexterous. And in these memories, you don't remember ever meeting anyone similar to Gale or Gavin or any of these people. It seems as though they had lived a very sedentary life. Sedentary? No. Solitary. There we go. Now, Derek, a good friend.
Yeah. What's up?
You see everything for a moment. You see this reality. You see a different reality you've never known, and you are able to connect those with your own. And you realize that in this reality and the reality you have yet to see, Gavin never existed. You've known a lot of people. You've walked around a lot. You've been part of the university in what seems like 3 different worlds, and you've only ever met Gavin in what you can recall as being your regular world.
So I know that Gavin's not real. This is what you're basically saying, right?
You know Gavin's not here, and as far as you know, has never been here.
I look down at Gale and I'm like, okay, did anyone else get like a bunch of memories that like hit them randomly, or is that just
my
me?
head hurts like so much right now. I didn't take any Midol when I woke up. Normally I take it with my coffee during this time of the month, but I figured I would be fine. I'm on day 4.
I don't know whose life that was, but it was so boring. Oh my god.
I think it was your life. Because if I'm connecting all the the chains here in this nice little spider web, I feel like everything's kind of, again, I feel like I'm back on the mushrooms again, but I feel like everything's connected in a grand cosmic way.
Oh,
If
sure.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes some sense.
Okay, cool. I'm not crazy. That's good to know.
Oh,
So interesting.
Sounds like the good premise for a story.
So it's kind of like holistic.
I'm gonna guess no.
oh my goodness. What if this is like one of those Japanese cartoons where like what's the one from that my mama used to watch, Inuyasha? Where like someone jumps into some kind of room and they just end up in, what if we got Wizard of Oz here?
Oh, yeah.
That
They
seems
fell
probable.
into a well.
I like Tom and Jerry. Is that a Japanese cartoon?
I don't
with
know.
that,
There's no way to
does
prove
anyone-
that it isn't.
does anyone have a passive perception over 12?
I do.
Perfect. You three who can see this as what looks like a tiny meteor. Oh, nice. Everyone except turns to see this flaming green object just through the window. It doesn't even shatter the glass.
Oh fuck, we
It
ain't
melts.
dinosaurs!
What the
And
hell is wrong with this place?
a little green frog man in a fancy dapper coat and hood lands on Ezra's face as he was unaware, and immediately starts kind of
Excuse
yipping
me.
and oh my
Can you
God.
please remove yourself from my face?
He's gripping for dear life. I don't know what's going on. Oh no.
I extend my hand, my giant fucking furball hand, and give him a space to hop onto.
He crawls onto your hand and starts looking around, and he has a little monocle on. And you see as it falls off, an eye that looks like the void of space filled with the lights of stars. As he looks around and goes, "Oh God!" And he reaches into his little coat and pulls out an inhaler. Oh God, it is you. Perfect.
You all right, little feller?
Yes, I didn't realize this is the way I would get here. Me and my other avatars, we are looking for heroes. Are you your heroes? Yes.
No.
No.
Not really decided.
We're
yet.
undergrads.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know who to turn to. Listen, we are in grave danger. My
Mostly because
God.
you're a frog.
Yeah, you're kind of tiny, so I think you're like at the most grave danger.
You'll get stepped on if you're not careful.
It's true.
Yeah.
he grumbles. I will let you know. No one will ever step on me.
If someone kisses you, do you turn into a human?
Do you want to find out?
Why not?
You kiss.
Hand it off to Al Smith.
You kiss, and there is sparkle and light in the air, but nothing happens. He's a surprisingly soft lift for a frog. But
He's well
goes,
moisturized.
and he's like, well, nothing happened. Well, that's all right. I am Sir Harold Frogworth. I was looking for heroes.
Nice to meet you.
Do you guys? I must have landed here for a reason. Tell me, is this your world?
I'm gonna say no.
But
It
also
doesn't
kind of
loss.
yes.
It's
To be fair,
weird.
we haven't really decided on what reality is quite yet. We're really confused.
Yeah, everything's overlapping.
Yeah,
Perfect.
It's weird.
Listen,
Perfect.
this is why I landed here. You 6? As he looks at this little girl, you must be heroes somewhere deep inside. Only heroes remember the truth. Listen,
That
the world,
seems right.
my patron, he fell and shattered the worlds, and he is reality unto itself, and things have gone a bit screwy. When he fell, his heart was shattered, and you need to collect the pieces in order to bring him back.
It's just
Otherwise-
like Inuyasha.
I was more of a Dragon Ball Z kind of kid, if I'm honest. So, but
Yeah,
they
I
still
like
collected stuff, so I can follow. I understand.
Okay.
I was like a Pokemon Monster Rancher type person.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I understand the urine shattering has something to do with media from your world, but you have to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Otherwise,
Ability for a
billions of
frog.
souls will never exist. People from your world, if they did not have a counterpart in our world, do not exist here.
That's a lot
I
of
just
pressure.
look at Gale and say nothing.
That's still less pressure than actually doing college. So, we'll take it.
There are a handful of other of my of avatars like myself trying to find other heroes, but I don't know if any of them are going to succeed. There's so few of you.
Again, that's a lot of pressure to put on us. I don't.
Oh,
we're
also-
It's a lot of
undergrads.
pressure, but I think we can do this.
How
mean,
do
I
you
gotta-
empirically define a hero?
Yes, that's easy. I can explain it to you right now. And he pulls out a little handbook that says the guide to being the guide to heroes, and and flips through, and it says that a hero is 3 parts will, 2 parts gumption, and 1 part not giving a fuck.
Oh, I definitely have that.
You might be a mixture of these, but I believe this is the minimum requirements. Then he closes that up and throws it away. Says, no, I'm kidding. They're in this world, heroes from the world I come from are people who have access to a life force connected to the gods. Most people have that connection, but aren't able to really apply it. It comes in the form of magic or incredible feats of strength. It's what makes a hero able to hero.
So, like, if I did this and another druid craft and like another flower pops out of my hand, does that make me like a god or something?
Far from it, but it is a good start.
Oh, cool. Because that's a lot of responsibilities I don't want, and I like fling the flower out of my hand.
Yeah, I gotta admit, as a self-professed atheist, this is really reconfiguring a few things I was thinking about. So I'm a little off kilter.
Oh, but Sam,
But I gotta say,
just because you're an atheist just means that you don't hold a God belief. It doesn't mean that supernatural things don't exist.
you know
Right?
what? Yeah, that's true. And I gotta agree with Al. Maybe I don't know what it is, but I just feel this need to help. I feel like it's my duty for some reason.
Not now, always.
I didn't always feel this way though.
I just
Yeah,
feel
dude,
really
does.
No, I
excited to
did.
be pretty.
Yeah, are you Ashlyn? Are you cold by the way? Do you want my sweater? Are you-
No, I feel great. I'm just like I think
you
my
do
body
look
temp.
great.
Thank you. I think my body temp has just kind of risen a little bit. And look at this hair. It is straight out of like the 70s from.
It's very Farrah Fawcett.
You know what? I was thinking more Stevie Nicks, but
Yep, you're right.
It's
You're
got
right.
that witchy shag to it, and I'm just
Mhm,
like,
mhm.
I'm just here for it. And I just feel really strong, and I've always just been kind of stubby and ugly, and just kind of plain looking. But like here,
Now,
I
that's
feel
just
Firstly, don't-
untrue.
like
Don't say those mean things about my friend Ashlyn. We've talked about that.
no, like it's not mean. It's just a state of fact, right? Like it's not mean if
really.
it's true.
No,
No.
you're kind of cute. I mean, you're really, you're
You think
always
I'm
been
cute?
pretty. And then like green turns into like pinkish green, and he like looks away.
I'm also feeling incredibly brave. I would have never done that before. But I like it. I feel very empowered. Maybe it's the extra limbs.
Sure,
That
I
must
bet you
be
could kick
different.
Anastasia's ass.
While you guys are having this little chatter,
Mm-hmm.
Frogsworth, he drops down and goes over to Gale, who's crying, and kind of rubs her back, and she seems to calm down a little bit, and he starts kind of panting. Being physical is exhausting. Over there. And you look to the direction he's pointing at, and you see a massive statue of a hooded figure, sort of like the one that you saw in the sky. That is my god. His dungeon, if you collect his heart shards and bring it to him, he will have the power to fix his world and bring everyone. And he starts to turn slowly into stone as
Oh my god,
Gale...
he's been out of water for too long. We need to get him in a pond.
I throw the rest of my coffee on him.
Splatters. And he looks at you like, wow, as he fully turns to stone.
Sorry, I don't know.
Turning to stone, Gale is reaching out to him, and he kind of grabs onto her and becomes a little stone backpack, a little stone frog backpack.
That's
and
real
now he's-
morbid.
Okay. All right.
That was
This world is
upsetting.
it was a little bit. I don't know how I feel about it.
Like we just met this frog and he just became stone. Like I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
choose
any
to
fairy
believe-
tales.
I'm going to choose to believe he's okay.
You don't think it was my kiss that did that, do you?
It might have
He's
been. I'm
resting.
just saying it could have been. Like what kind? We don't know what kind of major powers. I would just avoid smooching people until we can.
I'm terrified to test that out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think like a single kiss can turn someone into a stone, but
Well, I mean,
I'm already
if you look at the
90% of the way
ancient
there.
texts with Medusa, a single look could turn someone into stone. So we don't know what kind of powers we have.
I don't even think I
Where
have
did the
powers.
sword come from? Why is it attached to my hip? What am I?
What the heck is the stick?
like, just okay.
I reach into the backpack that had all the snacks in it, and I pull out my quarterstaff, and I'm like,
Whoa.
Nice.
You just Mary Poppins that out of your fanny pack.
As you pull that out, something else actually falls out of your backpack.
Mhm.
It's a scroll.
Whoa.
pick it up.
Have these people not invented staples?
Who knows? But as you pick it up, it twists and deforms into a grumpy face as your map wakes up and says, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? We agreed. This is my break day."
Why do things just keep talking to us here?
I have no. Are you a magic map or something like that?
No, I'm just a regular map. Ugh.
I feel like he's being sarcastic with me. I'm not sure.
That's definitely sarcasm.
That was definitely sarcasm.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what sarcasm sounds like? Okay,
That's,
good to know.
well, at
Good
least
to
from
know.
this person, the map thing. I don't know. What are your pronouns, map person?
My pronouns are the map.
The map.
The map.
Yeah.
I've never
They're
heard
the
those
map,
pronouns.
They're the map.
Yeah.
I've never heard of those pronouns. Is that like a thing? Is that a new thing I have to learn, or?
He looks at you and goes blank.
Like the map just goes blank.
That's the silent treatment if I've ever seen it.
I think you offended him.
I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean anything by
It's
that.
not
I just.
him. It's the map. Remember that.
Oh, that's right. I'm
Okay.
sorry. The map. I didn't mean to offend you. The map.
Mhm.
Words appear that just says, "It's my day off."
I think he wants to take a day off. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I mean, I didn't realize that he had days on. So, you know what? I bet if we left this particular spot in this building and maybe went outside, we could possibly learn a little bit more. I'm just saying that standing here in one space and everything physically coming to us might be problematic. If we just maybe, I don't know about you, but I'm not sweating anymore. But we
It does kind of smell rank in here. It's getting pretty
yeah,
bad.
I mean there are two things that represent livestock, and we should be in the open air.
Yeah, I could use some fresh air too.
How do
Yeah.
you think you're going to get
I
down
think some air is a good
the
call.
stairs?
Well, okay. I mean, it looks a lot like campus. Maybe the elevators are still here.
I don't. Well,
Maybe.
I also
Wait.
gained about 200 pounds, so I don't know if I should go into the elevator. I think
You're
I
also
can. I
Well,
can
maybe
just,
like you by yourself and the rest of we'll
Yeah.
split it up if we have to.
Yeah, we take 2 elevators.
Actually, I think I could just probably like clear each flight if I just jumped.
Oh, I would love
That
to
would
see
be
that.
very
I'm gonna
majestic.
jump down a flight of stairs.
All right. Roll
Athletics.
acrobatics.
Athletics.
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 I don't know. Do you want it to look pretty? Because that's acrobatics to
I'm
me.
not, here's what's up. In character, everything that she does as her perfect fantasy self looks pretty.
Yes. Do you want it to be something that Robin would do from Batman,
Yeah.
or do you want it to be
I want it to not hurt myself. So,
athletics?
thank you. All right, that is a dirty 19 plus 4, so that is a 23.
Nice.
You land with
a
a
natural 19 plus 4, sorry. Mm-hmm.
yes. You land with a resounding thud. The ground cracks. The tile slowly fixes itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I call down from the floor below. You were majestic.
Thank you. I felt majestic.
My God, we have to catch up now.
I'll just walk down the
Yeah,
stairs.
exactly. Same. I'm like, and then just go forward.
Walking down the stairs.
As you guys start walking down the stairs, you're on the floor 150, 30,
Yeah,
40.
this
It's
is-
strange. You see people just slightly over in the corner taking a floating disc down as it arrives whenever someone comes to the platform. There seems to be a group of people huddling, waiting for the next one. Yeah, you guys make your way down, whether eventually by disc or continuing to walk.
There's definitely, once I see the disc, there's definitely Sam is like,
The
I'll
elevator
meet you guys at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
I
very
feel like
unusual.
I feel like I should be walking in my new body so I can kind of get used to it.
I mean, honestly, my body feels essentially the same, but my brain feels a little weird.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Aside
both
from
of them
his
feel weird.
sense of having to help the people of this world, I gotta say, I really just feel the same.
I've never.
Does my
felt more-
tattoo look shinier to you?
I am made of
You had
metal.
a
I don't know.
I mean, you definitely look like you're made out of more starlight, I guess. I don't know how else to say that.
I did use a different face mask last night.
Oh, that explains it.
Okay.
So as you guys are exiting this place, you see a sign that says, "Thanks for coming to the Scholar Center," and another sign that says, "Welcome to Dormus." And you see a little village. It's a bit of a town. It looks like a nice place to live, and you see people every shape, size, and biology. Like, people are wild and out. There are giant green creatures walking on all sixes. There are there are tiny little gnome creatures. There are Goliaths stomping about. And there are humans doing their daily duties.
Oh.
So,
Okay, so it's not just us. It's just like, but it all still looks like our campus, right?
Right? It's the same but different, which is an
Oh,
obvious thing
God.
to say, but
Oh no, I still have to go to class.
Do we still have to? Do we still have midterms? What? By the way, out of character, what class were we studying for that we're all in together?
Um, what's a class everyone has to take?
Chemistry
Uh,
one.
Chemistry, yeah, chemistry
I don't
101.
have to take chemistry. I'm a fine arts major.
It's a gen ed credit.
Okay. Chemistry.
Ask my wife; she hated it.
Math. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, you guys are free to kind of examine the area. You do notice that it is remarkably similar to your dorm life. Your this area has the same structure as the dorms, except the buildings, instead of being shitty dorms, are shacks or majestic miniature castles and all sorts of weird little things mixed in between. So I think there's actually good. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I wonder what my house looks like.
We'll find out. Now's a good time, I think, though, to take a little break.
Okay.
So have a good idea for where you want to go when you get back. Let's explore.
All right. We will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. So everyone watching chat, please go hydrate. Please. I'm still in this voice, like in my debutante voice. Please go and hydrate. Please take care of yourself and just all that. And we will see you soon. See you soon. And we are back from our break. Hi everyone. We're here.
Hi.
We're playing some games. We have all just been turned into fantasy versions of ourselves, except for Sam. Sam is just
Except for Sam.
She's got purple hair.
Always had purple hair, Derek.
Anyway, this isn't my show. I'm just here being a pretty pony. So Ollie, this is all you, fam. Go ahead and what's going on? Where we going?
Well, you see in this area that for the most part, Dormus, the little village you're in, is pretty bustling and hustling, but you are able to tell that there are certain things going on throughout.
Mm-hmm.
And the primary things that you're able to spot as you're walking through, no perception checks needed. This is just, part of the city life.
Mm-hmm.
You see some shops, you see beggars, you see quest givers. Like that's part of the job profile here, is someone will offer a quest and you have to go off and, it's a life of a hero. This is the world we live in, of course. And there's also the university store, but it looks very different than you recall. And just beyond that is a massive gate that's shut closed. And at this point, I would like to ask if there's anything you would like to try while you're here, anything you'd want to try to buy, look for, talk to, like, what are you looking to figure out while you're here?
I would like to know if we are actually enrolled in this magic college. So I would like to look for the head office, and I have many questions.
Okay. There are a couple of area maps just kind of plastered throughout the city, and they show that to get to the administration buildings, you have to go through the large gate. It is a singular path through. There are a couple of shortcuts, but they seem to be locked. As far as you understand, on the maps, there are big X's on them. Maybe they don't mean locked. Maybe they mean something else. But that's where you can find the administrator's office. There are also, if you're going in that direction, if that's what we're trying to figure out, if you go to the big gate, do find some people sitting at little desks, tables outside with those canopies overhead, just kind of information givers. They're like, "Hi, are you members of the university, or are you just trying to get in?"
Who's to say?
I think we might be members.
We kind of just got here and we're really confused about what's going on here. So,
okay, maybe you're new students. That makes sense. Do you have your student IDs?
I show her my student ID. Like, I pull out, I don't know if college kids even still do this. I'm so fucking old. I pull out like the lanyard of keys that was hanging out of my pocket that has my student ID in like a little card holder.
Yeah, and on that is a little gold medallion that is attached to a little keychain link that's on your lanyard, but is not touching it. It is just kind of magically floating next to it. And you're like, you are students. Oh, that's wonderful.
I would like to look to see if I have anything similar to that on my person.
You sure do.
All right.
I like, oh man, I'll always forget my student ID. I reach into the handy haversack and I'm like, student ID.
Roll a luck check.
Oh, luck check. What would that be, dear DM?
Do you want highs or lows? D20.
I will take highs. It's 13 high?
Yeah, it's higher than 10. You'll take it. All right. You got the high? Do you want your key card to be there?
Yeah, I do.
It's there.
I'm like, all right, now this is getting really weird. I guess I'm a student.
You think that's
Yeah.
weird? I just pulled this out of my hair. And
How much is in your hair?
I think everything that I owned, well, that I had on me, because look, just here's my sketchbook, and here, actually, here's my hoodie. Maybe I should. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that does seem kind of warm right now.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
I
it
would not
does.
know.
It was mid-fall when you guys went to your study group, and it currently feels like late spring. Like it's just a beautiful day out. It's extra sunny, so it's a little hotter than usual, but it feels like a beautiful spring day.
And do like a button or two on my like cowboy shirt.
More hair appears.
Okay, that's new.
I think Elspeth will take off the hooded sweatshirt she was wearing and just like tie it around her waist or something. And you will see that her dress actually has eyes on it.
That's interesting.
That's metal as F.
No, they're metal as F.
Who are you again?
True. The DM briefly vanishes.
I'm Leslie. We're part of the dean's staff. We're here to make sure that everyone knows where they're going and what they're doing.
I need to know both where I am going and what I am doing. Would it
Also where we are currently. That would also help.
Yes. Could I request a copy of my course schedule?
Well, of course. They bring out a laptop. Parts of it seem to be a regular laptop. Parts of it seem to be made out of stone and crystal. It looks unpleasant to touch, but they put their hands inside of these little crystal handlebars and just and the screen opens up and it looks like a Windows PC, real basic. And they're like, all right, so name, blah, 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 and they find your courses. So you tell me, is Sam going for the wizarding course or the hero course?
I'm Sam, without like really thinking about it, fully intends to say wizard, but what comes out is hero, and then it's sort of like,
wonderful. And if you pass the basic champions panel, you don't have to go into the higher rankings of each of the classes, but you have to go through every single course at a minimum of once through the lowest level dungeon.
okay.
And once you get
school.
and once you get through those, congratulations, you're a hero.
Okay, great.
But what if we feel like innately like a hero? Do we still have to go through the classes? Like,
you may be a hero, but you're not a hero. A hero requires a license and optics.
All right. Well, I'm obviously a wizard. Wizard? Yeah. No.
Are you?
Wizard, I guess.
Well, that's wonderful. You have to get to the second tier dungeon of the science course and the humanities courses. And if you want to specialize in a particular wizarding, then things can go on top of that. But we'll worry about that when you're not an undergrad, right?
Why do you need the humanities parts if you're a wizard?
Well,
it probably has something to do with wizards being able to wield untold power, so they have to pass ethics courses to be able to learn the spells.
Is that what wizards do in this universe?
I don't
to
know.
say?
I'm not a wizard. I'm definitely a hero.
Sure. If you say so.
But I have a question. Can you be a wizard and a hero? Can you dual?
Yeah, double major.
Yeah.
you're double majoring? Is that what you're doing? Oh gosh.
No,
That is
I
a-
don't need to double major. My benefactor only pays for one.
Wait. Oh, this actually says that I'm double majoring.
Oh, of course
Mine
you
just says
are.
Derek.
They take the thing you're reading and turn it around.
Oh, wizard.
I just pat Derek's back. Like
Red face.
Leslie kind of scooches over to the person next to them who looks identical to them and goes, "Not an intellect wizard, is he?"
hey, that was mean.
That's mean.
That is
Words
so
hurt.
mean.
I did nothing to you.
Do you
Why
want
did you
to
say
come
that?
up here and say that to our face, ma'am?
Can we not intellect shame people?
Yeah. I may be dumb, but I'm also not smart.
Do you want to fight?
You know, that
about
seems
it?
right.
Right. Maybe a trip into a dungeon would be good for all of us, just to burn off a little of this fight
isn't that-
energy.
I'm sorry, but like, aren't dungeons? Are we all old enough for that? I just want to make sure none of us came in super young.
I don't know y'all enough to go into a dungeon together.
Is this one of those sex things again I'm missing out on?
Oh,
I read about it in,
Yep.
in fanfic, but yeah.
I don't. Sam turns helplessly to Leslie to be like, "All right, is this a sex thing?"
They mention that's only after your undergrad sessions that you are allowed to specialize in sex, heroing, or wizarding.
You can specialize in
That's
sex.
amazing.
Of course. There are many, many people who are dreadfully cursed with horrifying sex-based curses, and it would be your job to free them of these horrible ailments.
Do I
Yes.
I mean, I'd never thought of herpes as a sex-based curse, but
Oh god, herpes is what?
Upon that, do I get a little ping? Like,
You do.
oh
You,
god.
You
I
get
just,
a
like-
moment. You get a moment and a memory almost. If you want to try to roll for it, it would be a wisdom check to see if
Yeah.
you can try to piece together this memory.
Mhm. Why do my dice go all the way to the middle of my bed? I need a D20, bitch.
It's the sex magic, actually.
It's sex magic. Well, a lot of sex magic happens there.
can I, before you roll,
Uh-huh.
Sam wants to reach out and almost without thinking about it, like not paying attention to her hand, reaches out to touch Ashlyn on the shoulder and then looks over and goes, "I believe in you." And I'm casting the guidance cantrip, and then I'm sort of like, I don't.
Your hand got all shiny there.
My hand went numb.
It's a
I
plus
don't-
4, right?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm not 20.
Nice. I'm gonna
Beautiful.
choose to believe I did that.
Yeah, you did that. But it's okay. 20. So altogether, it'd be like a 25.
Beautiful. Yeah, you get this vivid and very comforting memory of a time where you were, I believe you were overrun by a sexual disease, yes?
Well, you see, this is what happened is I thought that I got pregnant because I didn't know where babies came from, and I sat on a toilet seat. Well, I knew where they came from, but I sat on a toilet seat, and then like 3 days later when my period was supposed to come, it didn't, and I really, really, really freaked out and had to go make sure that I wasn't pregnant because it was a co-ed bathroom, and I had to go make sure that I did not have a little pony inside of me.
Oh, honey. The
Of
public
course.
education failed you so badly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is down south.
Yeah, she was Texas. She was from
That's
Texas.
how it is in a lot of places.
Yes, and you recall meeting.
Uh-oh.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Who's
God.
to say?
Oh,
It's a mystery.
they got to him before he could say it.
It's okay.
gosh.
So hey y'all.
Hi.
We're a mature rated channel.
if you hadn't noticed.
I was about to say no shit.
No shit. And yeah,
God.
so yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
Just seeing what's you
Big
got a
great
nice
stuff.
nice little internet perk there.
Yeah.
But so this time around, so yeah, I'm how about we'll just role play. I'm sharing my experience about
That's right. Keep telling
toilet
us.
seats. Yeah, but don't worry. I realized that thanks to Dr. Nurse, he wasn't a doctor, Lancelot. Sir Lancelot, I called him because he was like my knight in shining armor. We've all moved on. Yep. Always fun.
I'm still stuck on the toilet seat part. That just
Yeah, I realize that it's not actually true that you actually have to have P and V to make babies or something with the stuff inside, like gotta get in. So, but all I'm saying is co-ed bathrooms are not sanitary, and y'all should just like, I don't know, get some toilet paper when y'all are done, because just wipe the seat.
That was a beautiful.
I would agree with that sentiment.
that actually
agree.
is some insightful, and thank you for
If
that. I appreciate that.
sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the seedy.
Exactly, and we just don't in all kinds of fluids.
I just put the toilet seat up and then
Oh, what kind of fluids specifically?
You know, the ones that make
Every
babies.
kind.
All of
y'all
the
are
fluids.
nasty. I'm glad I don't share a bathroom with any of you.
I'm very clean, thank you very much. Oh God, how do I even use a toilet now? I don't.
And
I'm wondering.
all of a sudden,
Yeah.
prestidigitation just goes over Elle's body, making their clothes from going slightly worn to perfectly pristine immediately.
Oh, that.
oh
is-
man,
Mhm.
she's got
That's
she's
a
got
good
that
trick.
dry cleaning spell. Is that dry cleaning spell? Is that a thing?
Well,
Like,
who's to say,
I don't know
really?
what this happened. I just heard someone say we're stinky, and then it just like I was clean.
Weird things keep happening, and I don't know how I feel about it. And finding out I have to go back to school, that's also kind of a downer. Just to be honest with you. I thought like once I got transported into a magical world that I was just gonna be like not a student for a hot minute.
You know
Yeah,
what? You're
whose
right. That
fantasy
is
is that?
disappointing.
Derek,
You know what?
speaking of which,
I was gonna say, you know what? Heck school.
Hex? What?
that fella you saw earlier, Derek,
Randall?
Randall. You see him with a group, a bundle of like 3 individuals dressed in what can only be described as fantasy Star Wars Empire outfits.
Oh.
Star
Oh, I
Wars
recognize.
is a fantasy. Sorry.
Well, yes,
It is.
medieval fantasy. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
I
Low
go,
tech fantasy.
I'm like, oh, hey, Brandy. Brandy.
He turns to you, and he is a you know that is him, but he's, as you take a closer look, a full hobgoblin, as he encroaches upon you. Is like, God, what do you want now?
I just, you seem like you're one of the first familiar faces I've seen. How you doing, Randall?
Fine, I'm on the job. So unless you have your dues ready, I suggest you let me get back to it.
Well, what job you on right now? I mean, we're in kind of like this magical world. It's really weird that you got employment all of a sudden.
What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, oh, right. I'm not supposed to talk about that. Have a good day. And I just awkwardly walk away.
Ollie, don't forget to jump back into Google.
Dang it.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm specifically walking to a quest giver because I'm so embarrassed. Like I'm
Gonna
like
say
I don't give a
that person heard in their head, whoa, they don't know the world's changed.
Whew. All right. So at the gate zone that you're a part of here, that you're nearby, you see three people who are actively just talking to anyone who will listen, asking for their help. There is a young, adult man, early 30s maybe, a middle-aged woman, or maybe 103. She looks, from what you can understand, elfish based on your memories of Lord of the Rings. So you're not 100% sure. And a gruff smithing couple who are waving people down.
I think there's a blacksmith's daughter somewhere.
I'm going to go to
I'm
whichever
pretty sure
one.
you are the blacksmith's daughter.
No, I'm not. My daddy is not a blacksmith. He owns a car dealership.
Even worse. I'm going to go to whoever the first one is that I run into. So I'll go to the 30-year-old guy, and I'm just like,
All right.
hi, I'm trying to avoid like an awkward situation. So just tell me what you need.
Oh,
Hi.
thank God. My name is Gene. My son, he's gone, and I think he's been taken by the dropouts.
I mean, are the dropouts? I'm sorry, I'm new here. This is my first day, so.
Oh God. Well.
The hero dropouts. Do they become villains?
Pretty zero sum game. This school.
All right.
Well, you seem the hero type. The dropouts, yeah, they're a group of people who, well, I mean, it's in the name. They just couldn't cut it, and they decided to take it out on all of us.
Maybe college isn't just for everybody. Maybe they just dropped out because they didn't feel like they belonged here or something.
Or
like
maybe
that.
they couldn't afford it.
That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really expensive. I'm assuming magical fantasy college is also expensive.
Yeah,
but...
I don't think Fantasy Michigan is a socialist country.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think we're in Michigan anymore.
We're in Fantasy Michigan.
If this was an MMO and there could be a question mark above a character's head, it would be there now.
It's Michigani.
Yes.
Like, are all the dropouts like the way you're talking about them? They seem like bad people, or is that what it's kind of the going idea around here?
I don't know much about them. We steer clear of them, but from what I understand, they are pretty gruesome. They tend to be rather violent, and I'm scared. I don't want my son.
You dropped out again.
Oh, son of a bitch!
It's okay.
What is going on with my internet today?
It's okay. It's a premiere day. You have to have technical difficulties. It's fine.
Of course,
legally required.
I'm just happy it's not me.
Yeah,
same.
If it doesn't happen, if it doesn't come back on, it doesn't come back on. So your son, Gene, your child, was he a student here?
Oh no, Gone is too small for that. He's only 12 years old.
Oh, well, I mean, does he go to school?
Well, I mean, he learns with the rest of the village kids.
Right. I'm just saying, maybe he decided to just drop out and he just joined a gang because, he wanted to be loved and accepted for his life choices.
Yeah, because I don't really know what
we
can go
talk
out of
to them.
this.
Yeah, we can just go talk to the dropouts and have a conversation, and we can figure out what's going on. Yeah,
that sounds like a good idea.
We can talk to them, see what their take on everything is, and.
But I am curious though. Why would they kidnap your kid?
Well, that's
yeah,
what the
what's so
dropouts do.
special about your kid?
Yeah, what is so special about your kid?
With a very serious face, he says, "There's nothing special about him. Okay, he's very normal."
Insight check.
Insight check.
Insight.
24 for me.
No.
I rolled a 19.
To roll.
17.
Yes. It's
Seven.
very evident. You don't 100% know.
I'm starting
But,
to get bored because I hate children.
But no, yeah, anyone who rolled honestly above a 10, you can tell right away, this motherfucker lying.
Hey, look, buddy, I'm new here, but it's really good if we build up a relationship, a trust before we go into like some financial contract. So, what's up with your kid?
Okay, listen, you
No
can't tell
judgments.
anyone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell anyone. I don't know anyone yet, so.
The dropouts, they're all unalive, and my son thinks he might be one.
What do
So
you
the
mean
dropouts
by
from delayed of the
unalive?
living.
Like a zombie?
They're like, I don't know, they're like half dead things, but they're not really undead. They say the PC term is unalived individuals.
Elspeth still doesn't know how to use her powers, and she accidentally clicks on what's it called? The only spell that I have that affects the mind at all. That is, sorry, I can't remember the name of it. Detect thoughts. That's what it is. Accidentally clicks into detect thoughts and accidentally drives in. So I will want them to make the wisdom save.
Cool.
That will be a 16.
Well, this is a commoner, so we'll see how well this goes.
Rolls a natural 20. You roll a 10.
Well, he rolled a natural 3.
Oh.
So you can see anything you want.
I'm just looking at like what they're talking about with the dropouts being not alive.
Yes. So he actually doesn't know 100% what that means. He just knows what it looks like. And he is remembering moments of interactions with unalived individuals in which for a moment they're speaking completely normally, they're totally fine. And then for a second, their faces contort and their bodies shake as they become zombie-esque.
Whoa. Oh.
Ideal.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. I was about to act up being surprised by the fact that I can see their thoughts and apologize for it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You broke him again.
It's okay.
I keep breaking the DM. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's because of the type of sorcerer you are.
It's so true.
It just keeps happening. I know.
This is just his attempt to not be bothered by us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He takes these moments
Our
curse us
shenanigans
out.
get too intense.
Bye. And now we all have
Bye again.
now we're all in strange places and we just cave and see Omega.
Oof.
It's just
Oof.
yeah.
I've been
my
banned.
Goodness.
I can't.
Shadow banned.
I try to play Tetris on Ezra.
I am not a video game console, good sir.
Do you
But
got
could you be?
games? Yeah.
But
you look like
could
you
you
got
be?
games.
Well, it
You gotta have
seems to
Snake
be
at least.
interacting with me, Johnny Too Dangerous. That every time the dungeon master interacts with me, they just disappear. So
Apparently.
Yeah, so what we'll do just real quick, y'all, we'll just take another 5 minutes and just go to Splash, and hopefully Ollie will come back up, and if it turns out that he can't, we'll just kind of come back and finish out with outros, since we're about 40 minutes until done time.
I love the fact that I've given you a southern accent. It gives me so much like.
No, I chose this. What are you talking about? Like this was pre-planned. So we will be back shortly. Barring these technical difficulties. All right, we got our dungeon master back.
Hooray!
He's been unbanished from the void.
Yes. You know what? That's probably is like the actual length of the spell in real time.
I know, he made a saving throw.
So, but yeah, we're all back. I'm gonna go to bio, but Ollie, you get back to your whichever you were telling Elle what was going on.
Indeed. Okay. So to avoid having to do this all over again, gonna make this brief. You see a memory of, people who are half dead, half alive for moments. Most of the time they're usually alive. For a moment they're very dead. In his memories that these people make other people very uncomfortable. You're not supposed to be both. You're one or the other.
Can I make an insight check based on those memories?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Natural 20 plus 7.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, what are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on with them, see if I can't see what their motivations might be based on the conversations that may have been overheard, anything like that.
Right. So what little you do see from his memories is that the dropouts are incredibly social liberals. They're very progressive, like, hey, human rights are not just human rights anymore. They are sapient rights. We need to talk about this with everyone. We need to share these civil rights with all living sapient creatures, blah, 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 blah.
All right, based.
But
based.
but their outbursts of deadness make everyone incredibly uncomfortable.
Well, that just sounds like bigotry.
They also, he recalls moments, sort of like with you guys, in which all of these unalived individuals talk about a differentness to this world, which also makes everyone a little uncomfortable.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to be like, whoa, 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 I'm sorry. I think I accidentally saw your memories, and I want to apologize because that is way overstepping.
Listen, I don't care. Please just don't tell anyone about my son, and please get him. I'm scared that he's in trouble. I don't know if what they say about the dropouts is true, but it's dangerous down there.
Down where exactly?
He turns around and points to the giant ravine just off the back of town and says, "The dropouts, they live down there."
Well, I'll be real honest with y'all. I really don't give two hoots about going to a class. I think this is a good idea.
Honestly,
This sounds like a much better time than class.
honestly, y'all, when I was seeing those memories, they actually seem like really cool people. So I kind of want to go meet them.
Sam is like checking curriculum stuff on her phone and goes, I'm not 100% sure. This might be class?
You know what? This just could be like a credit experience,
Or like an internship or something.
Yeah, we could probably get. You know how like whenever like for English classes you could like you never have to go to class. You can just read a whole ton of books and take quizzes on them, and that if you do that enough, like you'll just pass English. Like I think that's what this is.
Oh, that's where I went wrong. I didn't read the books. I just took the quizzes.
Yeah, you had to have like read, but yeah, I mean like you could have just got. I ended up just like doing a whole bunch of books that I had already read previously, and then I used Wikipedia to look up the answers on books I didn't read. Like, cause who reads A Tale of Two Cities?
I like that book.
That book is way too dry. I'm with you.
Like Charles Dickens like made like one cool ghost story one time, but like other than that, I don't know.
Did he write Scream or what?
Oh man, no, but I did find out a really cool fact about Scream.
I'm assuming we're walking and talking,
Yes.
right?
Yes. I was just gonna say, as we like before we go, Sam turns back to this guy, reaches out, claps him on the shoulder, and says, "By the rings of Saturn, we'll find your son."
You get a notification on your phone that says "Quest acquired."
Oh.
What was that bit about Saturn?
I don't know, but it felt really right in the moment.
Oh, hey, y'all. I seem to have some weird, like, mental shit going on, so I want to apologize if I, like, overstepped your mental, consent. And I'm gonna do what I can to try to stop that, but this is weird as fuck.
I understand. Yeah.
That is fair.
Yeah, I understand. Thanks for the heads up, so that way we can just hold you accountable for where it happens. So maybe you can learn a pattern, to see when it happens, kind of thing. I'll help you gather that information.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So as you guys travel along, you make it to this giant trench, essentially, and there is a little walkway, sort of like a bridge that ends in a platform, and on that platform is the least safe ever ramp down this huge the ravine. There's no magical teleporting down this one. There's no elevators. This is a nice little walk.
This doesn't seem safe.
You say
at least it's accessible.
Yeah, boards fall out as you say this. It's like, yep. But as you get farther and farther down, it gets darker and darker as the sun starts to become eclipsed by the rock. and then it starts to get lighter as some of the rocks start to glow. There's algae that illuminates the surroundings. There's all sorts of vivid geological and biological light. As you reach the bottom and you find, honestly, a pretty wonderful looking city. It looks slapdash. It looks built by, the teeth and nail of hardworking folk, but it does look quite wonderful.
It reminds me of
This place
home.
looks way better than up top.
How is this ravine so large? What geological event occurred here?
I mean, we're in Michigan, so glaciers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
I,
Sure.
I mean, asked and answered, my good man.
I remember
yeah, there
sure
is-
he was a wrestler.
There is an open. There's a very clear archway that was shoddily built, but says "Welcome to Trench City," and near there is another big tarp with a different sign that says "Here to help." I'm going to say this right. Just executors of sustain.
There
Oh
he
no.
goes.
Oh.
There he goes. You know what? I'll bet he said it right though.
I bet he
I
did.
bet he
Same.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it in one.
He nailed
Universal
it.
safety
Oh!
Hey!
Back.
Just executors of what safety?
Yeah.
of sustainable universal safety,
Nice.
otherwise known as the Jesus Squad.
Ah,
Less nice.
I see.
And there are a couple of young 20-something individuals there with a maybe they're also in their young 20s, but they look older. They look like they've been through a bit of a time. And you actually see Randall with this man in tow. They are pulling him along. It looks like they just beat the crap out of this dude.
Randall
hey.
beat the crap out of this
Yes.
Yeah.
dude? Okay.
I'm more impressed with Randall than anything.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Dick.
Yeah, Dick. What are you doing to him?
I'm collecting his dues. If he doesn't have the money, then
So you beat the hell out of him?
That's assault,
Yes.
my man.
Yeah,
this
that's pretty
is my
fucked up.
job.
Oh, it's
I
a
think you
job.
should get a new job. This job makes you a bastard.
I think that's illegal now, right?
If you hit him,
Should be.
is he holding
You-
anything? Like, is he beating him with like a stick or some shit like that, or is he just beating him with his fist?
It looks fist-based. He carries a great sword, so it doesn't look like he used that. Otherwise, there would be a large gash. But
Right.
it does look mostly fist-based.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size, Randall?
Oh, are you saying you want me to collect your dues now, Derek?
Yeah, if you think you can.
All right, roll initiative.
Let's go. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
I love that. That's a good this music.
Can I say I clicked my boots together as that was going down?
Get Wizard of Oz here. No.
As it starts, I'll let you do that. Clicking your boots. It's so quick.
No place like home.
Where's my
Elf
pen?
was actually Dorothy. Like,
We know when
All
you're
right.
ready.
Who got 20 or above?
oh, hey,
Yay.
20
All right.
exactly.
Perfect.
19 plus 1.
What about 15 to 20? All right.
Sam rolled an 18.
10 to 15.
13.
11.
All right. And what did you get?
9.
Beautiful.
Ezra.
He was busy looking off in the distance.
You just hear all the fans in his little body start to whir up as he gets ready.
Booting up.
All right.
Please hold.
Oh my god, modem noises.
All right. So first up is L.
All right. Let me just. Okay, it is the full action. That's fine. I'm not going to attack yet. I would like to mold Earth as the cantrip mold Earth as my action for the turn. I just look at them and then rocks start floating up off of the ground around me.
All right. Shit. Okay. Is there anything else you're doing for this?
But I don't think I have any good bonus actions. So, no, that's all I'm going to do this turn. Well, you
That's
know
fair.
what? Bonus action, I'm going to activate my Scourge ability from being a Scourge Aasimar, and my body erupts into light.
I don't want to be a bummer, but that is a full action.
Oh, it is a full
Yeah.
action? Never mind. I'm not doing that then. My bad. All right.
You start to do that,
that's
the
all
light
I do.
emits, but then it flickers away.
Not quite.
All right.
You're able to
fair,
get it up.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair. So yeah, no, that's all.
Mhm.
All right.
Lots of Aasimar your age have this problem.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Next up is Richard.
Oh God.
He
I'm just
pulls
gonna-
out his great sword,
Mhm.
and well, Derek, you did challenge him,
I did challenge him.
so he's going to head your way first and foremost, and to make some swings.
All right, swing to plural. Nice.
You guys aren't the only ones who are level 5. Oh, I should ask. Does an 18 hit you?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. What about a 16?
16 does as well.
Ready. Where's my D8?
You mean D4, right?
Huh?
My guy. Oh, my man.
It's all right. I'm fine.
You're fine. The first one was a 1. The second one was a 7.
All right, so 8 points of damage.
No, because he also has strength.
Ah, dang.
So 8 plus 6, 14, and set plus 7, 20.
So 21.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, I'm good at math. I'm a smart person. What's going on with me?
It's the nerves. That hurt.
Cool. So that's all he's going to do for this turn. Next up is Sam.
All right. Sam is going to Sam, who is also pretty short, suddenly dashes in between these two very tall figures and strikes sort of like a pointing pose and points at Richard and says, "With all the passion of the sun, I will punish you. Solar Scouts, go!" And as a bonus action, I assume my starry form and spend the next maybe 10 minutes transforming.
What?
Yeah, 5 seconds to 10 minutes, somewhere in between there.
And so I assume my starry form and I take the form of an archer
Ooh.
and I fire and the bow draws back. I become this just celestial, very vaporwave, lo-fi beats to kick ass to vibe. And I pull my arm back and I say, "Solar strike!" And I fire.
Nice.
I
Do
love
it.
this.
Question: Do you is your star form still have a sailor suit?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, it like reconciles and Sam is suddenly in this very chic sailor sort of like inspired costume. That's a 14 to hit for the archer.
No, sorry.
Okay. Then as my action, I'm going to probably go through some other move, but I'm going to cast a firebolt cantrip.
Okay.
See if that can hit. That's also not going to hit. Sam is so shocked at herself that she fully flubs both of these spells.
Well, this is brand new to Sam.
This is brand new. Like, it did change.
Yeah, you grew like a half a foot. Like your limbs are
did.
weird longer than they should be.
I full like She-Ra.
Yeah, it's very elegant, but it's weird.
Amazing.
I don't think it's just your purple hair that changed.
All right. It's now Aston's turn.
Okay, so I got so much. So essentially, out of her hair, she pulls a shield and a scimitar, like just whoop, okay. Oh, nice. And so there is, if I'm not mistaken, there's two baddies that we have currently engaged with us.
3 actually. There are 2 minion, goons,
Gotcha.
and Richard.
Okay. So first, as my bonus action, I'd be like, oh man, those guys are so far away. I wish I could hit them. And as that happens, another form of me just appears, like, next to one of the minions. And it's like, and I just kind of like move my arms, and it also moves its arms. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. And I'm going to swing my scimitar at Richard, and simultaneously my echo swings against its let me just check real quick, because I might not. At 3rd level, you can heighten your echo's fury. Whenever you take an attack action, you can make 1 additional melee attack from the echo's position. Yes. You can use this feature a number equal to your constitution modifier, a minimum of once. You regain all expended uses. Okay, so yeah, I'm swinging my scimitar first at Richard.
All right.
Cool. Does a 24 hit?
No, of course not.
Just barely.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. For 5, and I make not 5, 9, because I get a +4, and this is for the one against the minion. Does an 11 hit the minion?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, cool. And that's my turn.
Yeah.
Great turn.
All right. Well, it's a good turn. Unfortunately, it seems like this minion armor is somehow better than, clone trooper armor.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly. But it's actually their turn to go.
Okay.
So the 2 minions, they run around with their pack tactics to give Derek a bit of a bonus with flanking. So they will incur, I'm assuming, an attack of opportunity as you guys were huddled together. So we don't have a map. So I'm going to assume whoever wants they can take it.
Yeah, 100%. My echo actually can make an attack of opportunity in my place. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and if the minions are moving and I was engaged in one. Okay.
Yeah, anyone who has a melee available?
14.
I mean, I do have a sword. It is for stabbing people.
I've got my stick.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
They don't have that good of armor.
And for another 9, I think it's the same type of damage. So, slashing. 9 slashing on that guy.
All right. Cool. 9. How do you say? He looks a bit bloody, I would say.
Interesting.
Just the shadow just swiping at him. Okay. It's my reaction.
All right. Anyone else taking a swing as they run by you?
Yeah.
If I can, I will.
No, they're coming to you. They're entering
All
your
right, then I'm
attack
not.
space.
Almost instinctually, Ezra is going to whip out his sword, his rapier, and stab the minion walking past him. However, he's going to miss dramatically.
Did you roll a 1?
No, it's a 4.
Okay.
But like, it's a very elegant lunge, and yeah, this is stab, complete whiff.
Yeah, you do a beautiful lunging stab. Unfortunately, your body does a full 360 turn backwards while your legs go forwards, and perfect form, except that.
In the wrong direction. Yeah. Check
I
it out.
would take a swing, but with my not being trained in combat as well as negative strength modifier, it would be pointless.
Do you have a melee weapon available?
I got fists.
Yes!
Yes.
The sorcerer punched someone.
And Sam, you are in your archer mode, so all right. So they're in place, and they're going to swing now with advantage as they are flanking.
Yep,
Pack
pack
tactics.
Yep.
Actually, as they're swinging, can I actually go ahead and use my first level spell that I have it here? Give me. Sorry,
I
my
believe
spell list is really long.
I believe for a spell reaction you have to have a particular feat. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you need to be a warcaster.
Yep.
If I remember correctly.
That would be correct.
Mm-hmm. Unless
it's
the
like
spell
shield or
is a
something.
reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, the spell is a reaction.
Yeah.
Silvery
Okay.
barbs.
There you go.
Ooh, right.
So I want to imply disadvantage, making that roll balance out to 1 die instead.
Hell
and
yeah.
then I am going to give advantage to Derek on top of that.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate
Seems
that.
decent.
All right. So I'm gonna roll this then. Does a 11 hit you?
No.
All right. The other guy swinging. Does a 6 hit you? No.
Surprisingly, yes.
You have great armor. It's really good for this and this, but that middle bit.
So I'm like, hey, that's not nice. Stop it.
Your armor is a crop top. I want to make that item now. Anyway, all right, it's your turn now, Derek.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I had an idea for what I wanted to do, but since I've been given advantage, I feel like I should use that. So, with a cantrip, I'm going to turn my quarterstaff into a shillelagh and commence whooping on these fools, or at least one of them.
Your quarterstaff glows.
Yeah.
Commence the whooping.
That's a very shiny rod you have.
Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
All right, cool. That'll be, oh god, I rolled 13 points of damage.
On who is this?
On the one on the left that's attacking me, the first one that attacked me. I'm like,
Okay. Let me specify that. One is undamaged and the other one is moderately damaged.
okay, I'll hit the one that's moderately damaged then.
All right. How do you want to kill it?
I'm like, I grab my walking stick, my quarterstaff, and I'm like, hey, no, get down, wham, and then like crack him across the jaw, and you see like his jaw just slowly like dangle and hang, and I'm like, oh, that I didn't mean to do that. I'm so you can't move the sword.
As a free action, Derek growls at you. That's another 50,000 gold added to your debt.
Is that the price of a life?
50,000 gold.
Whatever you say.
That's not bad.
Whatever you say there, yeah, not Derek.
Not yourself. Right. Richard.
Daryl.
Sorry about that. And can I? So technically, I attacked. I casted Shillelagh, so that's a bonus action. I'm going to. Oh, fuck! I can't leave. Shit. Is there anything else I can do? No reactions. Nope.
I think you're good.
Yeah, that's it. I can't do anything else. So
Mhm.
pass it on down the line.
All right, Ezra.
So Ezra's gonna pull out a stack of cue cards, sort of like looking for a more effective thing to do. And there's in 3 colors, and they all have odd names written on them, like Hold Person, for example. He's like, this seems like a useful one. And we're gonna cast Hold Person at 3rd level, doing the thing.
Nice.
Need wisdom saves for both of them.
Okay. All right. Derek rolled a 15, but has a -1.
You mean
so
Randall? Dick?
Derek, fuck,
Dick
Randall.
I know the ring is
Dick.
tricking you up.
Son of a bitch. Dick rolled a 16 and -1, 15. And his minion rolled a 5. So
They are both paralyzed.
Nice.
damn.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, back to L.
They can make saves at
I
the end of each
pull
of their
out the
turns.
stick that I've been twiddling with in my hand, point it out, and I would like to expend 3 charges on magic missile. So yeah, this damage is just gonna go through. 5 plus 3 plus 3. That is 11 damage on the minion.
It looks very fucked.
And then I am also going to cast. I'm going to use meta magic to quicken the spell, and I'm going to cast catapult with the rocks that are floating around me. A particularly large one floats in front of me, and I just like slam into it with my fists, with my palm, and it goes flying at them. I'm going to be using that at 3rd level. So that I believe that is how much? There it is.
A billion.
1d8 additional, starting with 3d8. So 5d8 damage is what this will do.
Ooh,
And it
hurt
is
me, mummy.
What type of save is it? I think it's a dexterity save, but they're held
my
right
God.
now, so I
Oh,
don't
fuck.
think they can make it.
They cannot. They automatically fail any saves.
All right, so let
Well,
me
any
pull out a
physical
bunch
saves.
of d8s. I have some right around here. I'm just gonna roll 2 at a time, except for the last one. So that is 8 plus 12, 20 plus 1, 24 damage.
He's still up. Does look severely beat to shit though.
Like the minion or like not Derek?
Not Derek.
So that does damage to both of them, right?
I think it's just the one.
All right, so you're picking Derek?
Yeah,
Not
Richard.
Derek.
not Derek. Richard.
Randall.
I'm targeting the dick.
Perfect. Target the dick. So the dick takes that, does not go down, but it is very severely wounded.
Broken most of the bones
Okay.
in his body.
Yeah, it does
Only
look.
most of them.
We're not done yet.
It's Richard's turn now.
All right.
And you said he can make a saving throw at the end of his turn?
Yep. DC
All right.
16.
Well, he's going to make this. But first, 3 more individuals enter this encounter. They have their hands up. They are part of the just executioners of Sustainable University. And they come up like, hey, everyone, calm down. It doesn't have to be like this. All right? We can settle this in a safe and sustainable fashion.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
Hey, there's no need for such language.
Praxis, bitch.
Now, hold on a second. Is this man here working for y'all?
No. We have good relations with the dean at his office, but we are not affiliated with them. We just don't want any more bloodshed than is necessary.
Well, you know what? This dick right here is the one that shedded some blood first by physically harming this poor feller over here. And like my scimitar from the ghost version of me, the shadow version, points to the poor man on the ground because I'm closest to him. So honestly,
He cowers a little bit.
yeah, it's like all I'm saying is that man over there, it swings as I swing mine, like, and everyone has to like duck, is the true perpetrator, and we are just the heroes enacting justice.
Well, yes, in your perspective, you may be a hero, but in the larger perspective, you are currently committing a crime against the dean's office, the de facto
But
law.
the dean's office committed the crime first.
I'm not
Well, it's
doing
not-
anything there. I'm just holding him in place, to be clear. I have committed no crime. I am merely holding them in place so
Well,
they do
if
not
we're
hurt more
being-
people.
If combat is stopped right now, can I use a subtle spell?
You sure can.
I am totally going to Tasha's mind whip the leader, but without using any somatic or verbal components.
Okay.
That would be an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. 22.
Damn.
All right, so half damage, I think. Yeah, half damage. That is 11, so they would take 5.
Okay. So does this look like anything in terms of the effect? Not, your actions, but like the effect of the mind whip?
Honestly, I'm not. If you don't see magic innately, I don't think you would notice anything happens except the person looks more hurt.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So they experience a rather unpleasant pain in their mind, and you see a little bit of blood drip out of their nose, and they just shake it away, and they look. 1 second. They look at you, and their eyes glow red for a moment, but they just go, like I said, we just want a peaceful solution. I understand that this is a difficult situation for people newer to the system, but it is their land and their laws. We also want to help. We don't want this man to be hurt, and we would love to help him with our company's agency. We have, like we said, a good working relationship with the dean's office, and we can give him protection.
So combat's like paused right now, right?
I think so.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
don't start it again, I suppose.
Shillelagh, no. No, I'm gonna walk up to Richard, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So
Is Randall still paralyzed, out of curiosity?
How long does the spell last?
A minute.
It hasn't been a minute yet. He's slowly starting to move a little bit. Like you see his mouth as he's straining to move, but he's still held down.
I wish I could have rolled that on myself. That'll be 21 points of healing. I rolled
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Can I make an insight check to see if this dude's gonna charge right back at us as soon as this spell ends?
Go ahead. Insight.
That's not great. Only a 12.
All right. So 12, you don't really understand really much about him other than the fact that like he's not gonna do extra work. This is literally his job. If he can just, make sure to write down that Derek now owes an extra $50,000 for having killed one of the employees, he will just do that.
As I'm laying on hands and curing wounds, I want to say, look, I understand you're just doing a job, but even in our world, some people try to use that when they're committing atrocities, and that doesn't mean that make you any better or any more innocent. Choose for yourself what you want to do. Also, try not to beat the hell out of people. That's generally not a good idea. Okay? Sorry I started things with you.
All right. I think at this point, with the touch and everything, he is unshackled, and he spits a bit of blood out and says, "I will do as I damn well please, and I quite enjoy my job."
Would you like to be paralyzed again?
Real quick, can I do something?
Of course.
So as he says this, you just see my shadow sort of fades, and he's getting back to his shit, and you just see I pull out a lipstick tube from my thing, and I bat my pink bright lips, and I put it away. And this is the material component for the spell Friends. Where I get to choose a creature, and I have advantage on all charisma checks against this creature, and thus I'm doing dick. And I'm just gonna trot on over, move my hair to the side. It's like, Richard, are you aware that my benefactor is Mr. Lancelot, Sir Lancelot? And I was just wondering, if there was a way that we could make this just go away for Derek. I mean, after all, you don't want to upset such an important figure, right?
The dean might be willing to overlook that beat in his dalliances. As he started to get angrier, he realized like your glamour starts to work on him, and he's like, but Lance is
she
rather.
Just kind of like twists like her hair and her finger a little bit, and she's shorter than him, so she's just looking up at him with these really big eyes.
Yeah, he gets kind of a weird little glaze and is like, yeah, okay, I don't want to start anything with Lance, that bastard. Listen, Derek, you still owe us. I won't add this nameless mook to your debt. I didn't even stick around to learn his name, so I don't care.
Oh my god!
I'll come back for you someday.
Well, you're more than welcome to try. Have a good day.
And he mosey's on our way.
Ow, 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 ow. As the episode ends, I guess.
Sam is just the
And
starry
as
figure
he's
staring.
walking away, he hears in his head, "You fucking suck, dude."
He hollers back, "Stir, who's at that?" God, he's so angry. But yeah, this is where the game sort of winds down here. This session ends here as the Jesus Squad members come to, check on you, see if you guys need anything. They seem willing to help, but not very. They don't look like they really like you. They're just like, well, we're supposed to help. And
we're looking for a kid.
I'm not sure we could help. We here look for wandering souls who need help to get back on the path of justice and safety. And You bring them into the fold.
Okay. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense, I guess.
Sure.
I have a gaping hole where a sword hit me, and I'll be honest with you, if I think I should be dead. Ow,
Oh,
it
no.
hurts.
That
Ow.
doesn't look like it went all the way
Ow.
through.
Ah.
And they just lightly caress the edge of your wound, not like into it, but just around it, and it light zips out and stitches into it, and it feels a little unpleasant, and then kind of numbs. And I'm gonna roll some heals.
All right. That's a lot of heals.
13.
I'll definitely take it.
Low numbers. My bad.
It's perfectly fine. It's better than being at half.
It is.
I think my ribs are still broken in there, but like it's good enough. Thank you.
It is what we do. And yeah, I think this is a great spot to end it with this weird exchange.
Weird's an understatement, but yes.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah.
That was certainly a time. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and showing up. That was a lot of chaos, and that's what we like to breed here over on my channel. As far as the channel goes, the rest of the week, we're just getting started. You can catch us again on Friday, where we're continuing our Hearts Beats in Perfect Sync, which is also super anime, but actually a little bit more JRPG and Kingdom Hearts like in its thematics. My character Jackie finally convinced her best friend to be their boyfriend, and they kissed. It was very, yeah, while she was also just a giant eldritch being. Then on Saturdays, you can catch us first at 1:30 Pacific Daylight Time, where we play Dragon Age. We are only 2 episodes left of that for the season, and then Saturday evenings we get super, super, super adult here as we play through Defiant. Other than that, you can find me over Sunday at Not One Heroes, where I play a Hobgoblin Barbarian during Icewind Dale, and yeah. Discord will be going up in the link if you're new here and you want to join the Discord. Everyone else, where can we find you in the opposite way of our intros? On the internet in the next 7 days. What are you doing?
Well, I'm typically, you can find me on Twitter. I'll put the link in the chat for anybody who is interested. Otherwise, I will just be here next week. Right now, you're my sole focus.
So for me, you can find me here on Twitch at John_the_Joker on Mondays and Fridays, where I'll be probably playing Fallout New Vegas for a while. You can also catch me on other streams, such as the Count Jacula Show over on YouTube, where I'm occasionally a special guest. But as of the moment, as far as RPG stuff goes, this is kind of my home at the moment, and I'm so glad that I was allowed to be here and play with some fun people.
Oh, that's me then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Game is fantastic. Love being out here. Always a pleasure to be on stream with y'all. You can find me basically nowhere on the internet. I am not terribly public of a personality. But yeah, thanks a lot for having me on. It was great fun. I don't have much of an outro. Move to the next person. Crimson, you're up.
Yeah. Hey y'all, I'm Crimson Galaxy. That's KRIMSIN, because I'm not me without a little bit of sin. You can catch me all over the internet at Crimson_Galaxy_RPG, except for on Twitter, where you can catch me at Sin_Gal. And this week, I will be returning to my Super Sentai RPG that's a little over halfway into the season, and yeah, that's going to be on Friday on the channel Nerds with Dice, and I'm pretty sure that's all I have set up besides this next week right now. So yeah, my pronouns are they, them, and she, her, and I hope And this was just like a fucking blast. I fucking loved every minute of it, honestly. Like, so good.
All right. Well, thanks. I believe it's my turn. Well, you can find me on the internet at Cryptid Delta on Twitter, and that's about it. Actually, I don't actually do a whole lot of social media. But you can also find some stuff that I do on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel called Delta Cryptid Productions, and we have 2 actual plays on there right now. A 5e D&D that the first episode will be posting actually on the 20th of April. It's a Pirates in the Sky, Desert World, and I'm Captain.
Nice.
And the other one is a detective game based on in the game that I created called Terra Maya. Other than that, I do a podcast that comes out almost every Monday. Sometimes we're lazy and we can do whatever the fuck we want with my wife called Judging Nerd Culture. It's on any podcast app because I'm thorough and on YouTube.
I love the name.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Wanted to be simple.
All right, my good friends, we're going to go over now and raid our friends over at Critical Misses, so please stick around there. What are they playing? They are playing some Queer Society, so yeah, we're going that way. Everyone, we'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Late.